Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're in, I would say, the final part of this mission, and then we get to go somewhere new. We are waiting to deliver to the pub, and I don't want to set the fish up until that happens. I'm not sure how the tasks align in that regard, and at least if we set the fish up, it's deliver 25 fish to Glasgow, we'll absolutely know when that's going to end. But anyway, yes, we are, or should be, getting beer soon. Suppliers, there we go, we are shipping 8 to the pub. Eventually, they will get there. We have to wait until our trucks deliver the beer. Look at them all. I don't know why they're all waiting here. What have they done? Have I put this wait until full? Or is there just a queue? I feel like I put it wait until full by accident. I don't remember doing that, but let's just check. Wait until... No, not wait until full. I guess they're spacing themselves out. We did add a lot, didn't we, to the line. But this is a demonstration of how the game will space out your vehicles, letting them go with a gap between them. How are we doing with beer? Anyhow, we've got 68 in there. Our trucks, how are they doing? They have spaced themselves out now. That's lovely. We'll get to know what the line rate is very shortly. The two line rates here, we've got 119 there and 75. It's fluctuating, but eventually we'll get a better idea on that. There, it's back at 77. Look at all those 77s. What's the odds on doing that? They're all 47 seconds frequency and a line rate of 77. Lucky sevens all around. Oh, you know, when stuff like that... Oh, 78. Never mind. We'll stop looking at that. It's ruined. We're still not delivered to the pub. Our fish are down this end. We do have the station ready and the tracks ready. We have our blocking signal just here. I was thinking about this. If we do double up on it, say we want to meet the line rate, I'm not sure how long this episode will be if we just do it till the end of the mission, but if we do set this up to be able to have 2 fish trains at the very least, then we can have this signal back here. I think that would be nice regardless. I know they might be delivering beer soon, but I think we can get this in. Our trains won't be too long, so we can probably just do it up to that point and then slide in at the trees there. We've been going with 50 mile an hour turnouts, so that'll do. And then we have a little crossover just before the level crossing. There we go, 50 there. Yeah, what that means now is we can have this stop here. No, not that side. That wouldn't work, would it? And it can be one way, just there. And how much room do we have in there? Well, I might go all the way to the station then at that point. Yeah, why not? Why not? It doesn't have to technically be 50 mile an hour then. Although we don't have realistic braking mod enabled. There we go, 51. Beautiful. And we'll finish off that line. We don't need multiple blocks in there. We have a signal here protecting the crossing sort of thing, and we don't need this extra signal. That's tidier, isn't it? Yeah. We just kind of scoot round the platform there. I love it.
Slant you, as they say around here. Lately, people have been quenching their thirst and staying dry at the same time.
We have done it, guys. We've done the bonus task. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to start the fish. I wasn't sure if that was a bonus task. I couldn't remember. I thought it was just part of the actual mission. But no, they don't do that, do they? These are in order. So is that every bonus task? There are 3, aren't there? Yeah, there we go. Lovely stuff. We've done it. We've done it. Okay, now we can get our fish underway. And we can create a line for them. What will be interesting is what happens to this pub. Does it actually upgrade? Because it does have levels. There's our first delivery. Suppliers, 10. And they're only going to require 10. But if we can get more than 8 delivered, then there's a chance that these guys will actually upgrade. Maybe. I would imagine so. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels? Yeah. There we go. 2 of 10. They're just making their way there from this stop. They're not quite teleporting though. I am not sure whether it teleports or whether there's a slight delay in the actual delivery. It would make a slight difference, wouldn't it, to meet in demand, if there is a slight delay between where the stop is and when it actually gets there. How are our ships doing? We've got one on the way back that will be full. And we have one just dropping off now. Are we going to max out on our goodies here? No. So we might have a better idea of what this line rate is now. Beautiful, guys. 102. In fact, we need to go and look at what the ships are. Versus 123. Well, I don't think we need to worry about that too much because the maximum that they can deliver is... actually, it's 200. So we do need to match whatever the ships are doing. Otherwise, we'll get some wastage here. It doesn't really matter. A little bit of wastage as it's... there's no finite resource going on. Ooh, what's going on there with the reflections? It's a little bit off, isn't it? But yeah, I wouldn't mind just matching that with the ships. So another truck. A truck. Again, with the trucks. Not trucks grand. They are horse and carts. Let's get another one on. What are you predicting? 112? Maybe go for one more? Sure. We need it around 120 something, don't we? Close enough. That should prevent us from vanishing products. Shall we set up our fish? We need a line now, don't we? Did I ever set up the actual line? I don't think so. Fish delivery. We're going to have to, again, share another platform down here, aren't we? It's going to be quite busy. Yeah. Although we've only got one freight train. It's only the steel that we're delivering via train. Our whiskey is going via truck and boat. And yeah, so this should be fine as far as the station's concerned. New line. We're going to have a nice blue colour. Fish isn't even part of the game, is it? No, there are no fish in the free play. Oh, it's just sad, really. It's just sad. The colour it's chosen is pretty much spot on, though. We want you to drop off at the freight side of Glasgow Holt. Didn't I call that Glasgow Central? I thought I did. I guess maybe not. That's fine. There we go. Glasgow Fish Delivery. We'll wait until full at the fishery. And we might as well send it off from this depot. It'll give the platforms time to fill up, won't it? Wait for eternity. We'll have it that colour. It sort of suits the fish colour since we've got this one as steel. Are we set? Are we good? Yeah. Why is that Glasgow? Oh, I see. Yeah, the freight side of it is Glasgow Holt, which works, doesn't it? And the actual passenger station is Glasgow Central. Lovely. Yeah, no, that actually works quite nicely. Alright, so where do our fishes need to be dropped off? Buildings. Let's get that selected. They are down with the whiskey. So same place as whiskey. What sort of connection do we have then? Let's select the station here. We don't reach all the way out to the commerce area. Now there is a layer to show you where the commerce districts are and stuff. But as you'll see, it's very difficult to to see where this is reaching in this view. I would like this improved somehow so that it's easily visible. You can sort of see it. It greys them out. It makes them a little darker, but it's rough, isn't it? It's not ideal. This is a little easier to understand. It's very obvious where the reach of the station is. So that's why I prefer to use this rather than the intended layer, which doesn't quite work. I guess one possible way would be to head round that way, right? And just drop them off. So if we move this, we don't need it there. Permanently anyway. And we configure the station, we might be able to have, where's our cargo buildings? A little off-ramp down here. And then connect that up. That way we can store goodies in a truck stop. That should do, shouldn't it? Just down there. Yeah, we can store the goodies at a truck stop outside this side of the station. Well, we might as well go with the big roads, why not? We are connected there, keep it nice and flat. We'll take that back if it... Oh, it's going to delete stuff. Right, since it's going to delete stuff, we'll take that out, keep it flat, and we'll connect in like that. I mean, we could go round, I guess. Could we? I mean, we could. It would sort of work, wouldn't it? Like that. There we go. Yeah, we curve round there. We do reach a few more buildings, so we'll have direct deliveries to these buildings down here. Don't bulldoze them, otherwise you won't. Official episode, absolutely. Let's get you all smoothed out so you look the business. What are you? Are you just off for a nice drive? Where are you going? Oh, I've confused you, haven't I, ma'am? You'll be fine. You'll get back to wherever you were going. Yeah, we could do the same up here just to give it a little bit more of a tidy up around the station. We'll definitely be having another cab ride, won't we? And probably a full one from the fishery as well. So we'll tidy this up as though it's supposed to be. And then we'll quickly go over it again so it smooths out all the jaggies under the track, and then we can get this tidied and maybe get rid of a few of the rocks. The terrain is heading down slightly. Looking at that, that's fine. You can just click it once at each segment and that'll get you your slopey terrain. Could also have a smaller brush, I guess. That's better. Yeah, get rid of some of these floating rocks. I don't know why I'm detailing all this up. I can't help myself. But it already looks better, doesn't it? I'm not going to go and do any weeding. Fear not. Okay, let's get us a truck stop in here so that we can store some goodies. We could have it at the end. Don't mind that. That'll be alright, wouldn't it? They can turn around. In fact, we can go with longer platforms. There we go. Which way round do we want it? I think we want it that way, don't we? Yeah, that'll do. Although, if we have another platform, we can put more buildings on the other side. We can have a little bit of storage on there. Make sure that we meet the full capacity of whatever train we put on here. Although they've got decent enough capacity. Terminals. Yeah, they store 40. I don't think we're going to have much more than that on our trains. But we'll stick an extra 75 on there just so we've got a cargo building. In fact, how much are these? 25? We could do it something like that, couldn't we? Oh, it doesn't quite fit in there. Almost, but not quite. There we go. It's because it adds these pavements to the end when you add a building on. Unfortunate, but that's alright. These little sheds will add another 50, so that takes it to 90 storage. Or, well, it's 40 per platform, and then a shared storage of 50, but since we won't be using the other platform, not a concern. We need our depot back in, because we're going to have to add trucks to this line. So we'll do that as well. It's just been shifted around the corner, and actually makes a little bit of sense being there, doesn't it? Let's see if we can't get it aligned better. There we go. Bit more official episode. Because it is on a bit of a slope. It shouldn't look too terrible down here. bit bumpy, but that's fine. It is 1881. New line. Send that round there. Same colour as the train, possibly. Glasgow Fish Drayage. That's a callback to our previous series. There we go. That'll do. What we should be able to do now is store plenty of stuff in there. We want to get the full demand from our fishing place up here. If I'm taking my time on this and it happens to not be the last task, that's going to be awkward, and I'll edit accordingly. But I think this is going to be the last task, so I'm trying to do the best I can in reaching most of Glasgow's commerce district for this. Right, let's get some vehicles on there. Cargo vehicles, we've only got one to choose from. It carries everything available on the map. And that is everything on the map, isn't it? Well, there's grain there. Grain? I don't see grain. Well, what's happened to the text here? I don't know what they've done to the UI. They've well and truly messed that up. How many do we want? 4? It's not the longest run in the world, is it? 4. Let's get you... Alright, in fact, let's colour you as well. I don't know what you like coloured. It's going to be a bit garish. Oh, that's rough. Let's do darker. Darker cyan. There we go. Fish drayage, you get on there. And, ooh, I didn't make you wait until fall, did I? Or did I? I know I did for the other fish place, but not this one. Yeah, we'll make you wait until fall for eternity. We don't want you getting in the way of the whiskey drop over there. So only go when you've got something to drop off. And you can share the line. Share the stop at that end. Beautiful. What do you look like coloured in? It's actually kind of nice, isn't it? We'll need to close that so we can see. Oh, that's beautiful. It looks like it's been dyed. That's lovely. Should we get some fish underway? We've got all the connections now. That should trigger most of the demand. And we'll buy us a train from down here. And steam. I'm looking forward to going through the campaigns now as we see more and more new vehicles. Add a Prussian. We need to be taking fish. And that is our only fish option, the boxcar. Does take whiskey as well if we did want a train delivering it. It seems a bit excessive. Currently, the power rating is excellent, obviously. We'll take it up to... what's that? 6, 7, 8. Mediocre. It just dipped into mediocre. That will carry... That only carries 32. Goodness me, that's nothing, is it? 2 more because it is the longest distance train we've got. It'll take 49 seconds to get up to speed. 437 metres, which isn't too bad. That gives us a capacity of 40. Be nice to have a bit of a decent train on here. 106 metres long. There we go, 493 metres to get up to speed. Some of our stations are quite long, aren't they? 48 capacity, we'll buy that. And we'll get you on the Glasgow fish delivery. Let's see how Longboy come out the old station here. The station, the depot. Well, it is coming out into the station, isn't it? I feel like that's a thing that happened back in the day with depots, just off to the side of stations. Oh yeah, you got your work cut out for you. But that's better. Look at that, with a real train going on there. You are going to be packed with fish, hopefully. And the final part of that puzzle... Oh, yeah, he's pretty decent, isn't he? We're going to have to be careful about our blocks. Are you going to squeeze in here? I think so. We might need to get rid of that. Although this is working quite nicely. And a perfect example of the extra block. He should clear this area. This scissors crossing. Yes, yeah, plenty of room. Look at that. It's beautiful. We don't need to do anything. In fact, he fits in both blocks. And you can see our trains queuing up now to get into Glasgow. Oh, it's ideal. And these two are not going to get in the way We do have another passenger train, but he's miles away. Just leaving Fort William Station. And we've got plenty of blocking up until then. Our iron train is doing the business. And here comes our fish train, which is up to speed now. 31 miles an hour is its maximum speed. That's going to make its way all the way past Fort William to the fishery. Nicely on the coast. Is it the coast? Yes. Nicely on the coast. And our blocking situation is perfect. And it could be smaller. But this is ideal, isn't it? It keeps trains moving. And there goes our passenger train. We should have some fish waiting for us this end. And we should be starting to kick up production by the time we get here. This should be, full on, shouldn't it? Consumers, let's just make sure. We currently are shipping 21 to Glasgow. If we pin this, we can open Glasgow as well. Bring that down here. There we go. New orders are slowly coming in from the various commercial buildings in Glasgow. 24 now. We can deliver a maximum of 154. If this doesn't read 154, once it's stopped going up and the new orders will stop coming in, it will mean we possibly don't reach all of the commerce buildings with both our station and our truck stop. Which we're not overly bothered about, or I'm not overly bothered about, given this will be maybe the last task. Watch it not be the last task. I'll be surprised. Look at those orders coming in, guys. 34 orders. I'm going to hit fast forward on this one. We're going to get it all the way in so you can see the orders coming in. There are no more bonus tasks. There's only 3 per mission, I believe. Up to 40 now and continuing. We should wait until full down here though, so that'll be alright. And we'll get a rough idea of what the line rate is then. How many do we have? These are both pinned. I guess we can bring up the train then and see how much you've got on board. We've set another wagon as fish. That's going to keep going, isn't it? Yeah, here goes another wagon. They only take 4. Each wagon only takes 4. Each time we go over a multiple of 4. I noticed there. Yeah, we assign another wagon to be fish. There we go. Oh, interesting. We got a new Prussian, a T3. Well, do you know, I don't know whether that's supposed to happen. None of it seems timed at the moment. There doesn't seem to be like Railway Empire, where you have to do it within a certain amount of time. And the quicker you get it done, the more points you get. I'd love to see something like that in Transport Fever 2. A sort of points-driven thing, where you get more points for getting it done faster. I feel like the underlying game would have to change too much, but maybe. There we go. We are off. That'll be our delivery. We are carrying 48. Most of those should be fairly instant as soon as we pull into the station. And we'll be riding one of these for our last cab ride of Mission 3. He says, I feel like I'm overly confident this is the last task. It might not be, but we'll see. There we go. We are shipping 100 now. 56 more would mean we are reaching everybody. But, I mean, this is alright, isn't it? We've got 111 of 156 going. These should align, shouldn't they? Because it's doubled up on the commerce. Right, let's close all of these windows. We need to keep an eye on our train. Alright, it's just heading past the station now. Yeah, there we go. That's lovely. Oh, I love that. We could sit down here and watch the trains pass. This is quite a nice little line we've got going on. I love this. I mean, there isn't much to build on these maps. They're like the tiny size, aren't they? I think they're not even small. So you shouldn't really ever suffer slowdown through your playthroughs in the campaign? Maybe. I mean, you can still make these cities grow. I don't know what size that is. Small? Yeah. Oh, well, it might be tiny. I mean, it's handy that there's so much water here. That prevents you building. Although, it doesn't really, because you could send out the ground and start building over here. How are we doing on the line rate over here? We could double up on that if we wanted to meet the line rate. And what we got at the moment. Oh yeah, there's that other shunting train, wasn't there? I'm going to guess it's a shunter. It does 25 instead of 31, but perhaps it's got a bit more power. The thing with the slower engines, you start to get into a thing I don't like talking about, which is the maximum potential speed, and if you're playing for profit. This one would make you more than that one, and not because you can deliver more. You can match the line rates of this. You could have the same line rate per year, yet that one will give you more money because it's top speed. It's 31 miles per hour. Only if your cargo wagons can travel at that speed, which they can, 31. You always want to match at least the cargo wagons on your top speed to get the maximum profit from your lines. Alright, where is our train? It's very busy, isn't it? That's kind of beautiful. We're just heading under the tunnel into Glasgow. I feel like there are a couple of tunnels around Glasgow. So this is ideal, isn't it? Let's watch our train come in and deliver our goodies. We should... how many do you reckon we're going to drop off immediately before we start dropping off to the trucks? In fact, we can get the trucks in view as well. Look at that. There's our train coming around the corner. And then our trucks waiting. We should see a few drop off here. I thought I put 4 on here. Was it not wait until eternity? I'm going to guess not. I thought I did, but never mind. I might have misclicked. It's fine. How are you doing? How many... Go, go, go. Oh, beautiful.
Thanks to your efforts, the industrial metropolis of Glasgow is really bursting into bloom. The factories are supplied with inexpensive labour, and the workforce with hard liquor and fish. The City Council is grateful, and has even proposed to Her Majesty Queen Victoria that you should be knighted. What an honour!
We'll continue playing. We've currently got it paused. We can close this down now. We have finished the mission. Mission 3 complete. So when we come back with mission 4, don't know why I was knighted. Not really required. But thank you. I'm obviously not going to say no. That would be rude. I'd just like to check I actually left this on wait until full for eternity. Maximum stop time. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he could have... No, I don't know. I don't know what went on there. There's no way he got any fish. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. And we'll continue with our cab ride. We'll head... have you delivered everything? Yeah, look at that profit. We shall get on board, probably in the coal again, because it's not a bad view, is it? And or maybe to the side slightly, so we can see the other trains coming. I'll pick a view for this, and then yeah, we'll have a full cab ride, guys, all the way down to the fish. All right, guys, that is the end of mission 3. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a bit of fun, even with the sheep and the pentagram. I enjoyed it. Yeah, we are hanging out the side today on the other side, not the driver's side, although I think he stands in the middle of these, so we can see the trains come past, and also a bit of scenery. We do have the windows there that we can see through as well. It helps the rendering over on YouTube when you've got some static scenery, as it taxes the YouTube compression algorithm quite a bit. Transport Fever does. But looking forward to our little cab ride. I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. We'll go and see what we've got to do next. It'll be mission 4. We're halfway through chapter 1, aren't we? Yes. So yeah, looking forward to that. We'll do some extra things around the map. Why not? whatever we can get away with and whatever it'll let us do. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying the campaign, and I'm surprised about that. Guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.